Hello, beautiful people. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. And I hope that I have done this correctly. My name is Alison, certified dating and relationship coach. And I primarily work with busy professional women to move them from frustrated with dating to happily married. I think I'm seeing that I am on YouTube like I want to be. Good. It says I'm live. I'm on Instagram like I want to be. It says I'm live. Okay, good. Comments. That's what I want to see. All right, beautiful people. So it is the day after Thanksgiving. We are in the holiday season of 2024. And as I have shared, as many of you know, as single folks, as folks who are not where you want to be in your romantic life, this is a season where there is a lot of time with family, which can be a good thing, but sometimes there's a lot of pressure and there's a lot of stress that is associated with the holiday season and not being where you want to be romantically. You're where you want to be professionally, where you want to be financially, home ownership, businesses, C-suite, all that good stuff. But romantically, you might not be where you want to be. And this is the time to take action. Why? As I said before, we're in the holiday season. The pressure is on and you function well under pressure. So let's start doing the work in order to get you where you want to be. So again, if you are just joining this live, my name is Alison, certified dating and relationship coach, married for almost 5 years, mom of 2. I just gave birth to my baby girl, Phoenix, a few weeks ago, and I am back to work. And today specifically, we are talking and when I say specifically, I mean specifically. You could get your pen, get your paper, watch the replay. We are talking very specifically. How do I do the magic that I do? How have I helped over 270 busy professional women internationally in the US, in Africa, in Asia? How have I helped them move from frustrated with dating to happily married? How exactly do I do the work? What are the techniques? So make sure, again, you're watching the replay, you're getting your pen, your pencil, your iPad, whatever you need to do to take notes, because I am spilling the tea on what I do specifically to move women from frustrated with dating to happily married. So let's get started. Number one, the first thing that I do in order to qualify my clients is I have them fill out an application. And there are some very specific questions I have on the application that I'm looking for answers. And so let me tell you how I know if someone's ready so that you know if you're ready. Does that make sense? So the first thing that I do is I ask them what makes them want to take action now. What is going on in your life right now that made you decide that this is the time to do the work? Why is that an important question for me to ask to clients? Why is this an important question for you to know? You need to be sure that you're prepared to do the work. If this were a fitness program and I said to you, what caused you to take action now? An answer that would be desirable, an answer that would make sense, an answer that would be in alignment would be something like, I was stress eating due to an exam for my job. I gained an extra 20 pounds. I'm not comfortable. I'm not accustomed to being this weight. And so I want to lose the weight. I just had a baby. I'm postpartum and I want to get fit again. I'm training for a marathon. Like, there should be something specific that has occurred that causes people to make a change. It's usually not just watching a whole bunch of live streams. It's usually an event. And in my line of work, that event looks something like they've been the bridesmaid too many times and not the bride. And if that sounds like you, that sounds about right. They've been scrolling through their Instagram, their social media, and they see that the guy that they were dating for 7 years and wouldn't marry them is miraculously married to a new girl that he's been dating for 7 months. Right? It's Thanksgiving and auntie and grandma putting the pressure on. It's Christmas and they're seeing the matching pajama photos. It's New Year's and they're seeing the engagements and the kisses at midnight. Like, usually there's some kind of event that causes people to say, nah, I need to get it together. Clearly, I don't have the answer and I need to seek some kind of help. Okay. So that's the first thing you need to ask yourself. What is it that's making you take action now? And if you don't have a clear answer, I'm not confident. I'm not confident that you're going to do the work that it takes in order for you to do this thing. I need something to move you. All right. You need to be moved. So that's one question I ask. The next question I ask is, from a scale of 1 to 10, How serious are you about being in the best relationship of your life? 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. Anything that's a 7 or less, that person is not serious. Like a 70%, like passing in New York City is a 65% on a report card, right? Anything less than a 7. So if they tell me 8, 9, or 10, then I'm confident that they're ready to do the work. So ask yourself, on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious am I about getting into the best relationship of my life right now? Right? That's going to give you insight about whether or not you're ready to do the work. And we're going to get to what the work is. Trust me, I'm not one of those people who's giving you fluff. I'm spilling the tea. Take your notes. I'm telling you exactly what I specifically do, exactly what I specifically teach in my 6-month coaching program, The Partner You Deserve, that has moved over 270 busy professional women worldwide from frustrated with dating to happily married, which one of my clients is a fiance. It's a fiance effective Wednesday. So yesterday was Thanksgiving Thursday, effective Wednesday night. You guys may have seen one of the photos. She hasn't announced it on her social media yet, so I can't post her image and her fiance, but we're going to do a live. We're going to talk all about it. But this is the work that I do, and I do it well. So take note. All right. So once I have those qualifying questions, I'm clear that this person's really serious about doing the work. Then we schedule a consultation call. Okay. On the consultation, I explain my program quickly. I'm going to do a much longer version right now. I explain the program. We go through the schedule. We go through the pricing. I give them a really big discount if they sign up within 24 hours. If they sign up, great. If they don't, they let me know, Alison, I'm not moving forward. Because what I say is, and I want you to listen and listen clearly, and I mean this with all due respect, I always end every call with, I just spent 15 minutes with you for free. I do not charge for consultations for now, right? As F-A, for now. I don't charge. I just spent 15 minutes with you. You're going to take 15 seconds of your time and reply, even if you don't move forward with the program. It's common decency. I'm a mother, right? I'm a wife. I'm a human being. Yes, Align with Alison is a brand. Alison Wellington is a human being. So the least you can do is reply. And the reason why I'm hyper focusing on this is because I need folks to be more reflective. We complain about being ghosted, but we're doing the ghosting. We complain about people being inconsiderate, but we don't mind being inconsiderate to others, right? So reply either way. You're moving forward. Boom, boom, boom. Here's a deposit. Not moving forward. Alison, I'm not moving forward. Believe you me, I don't have the time to harass you. But I don't want, let me stay on track. Let me stay on track. The T. Okay. So that's how I conduct business. How do I specifically teach my clients to get engaged, to get married to the person that they deserve? All right. So week 1, the first thing that I teach my clients is to get clear on exactly what they're looking for in a partner and a partnership. Exactly what they're looking for in a partner and a partnership. Those two things are drastically different. And let me explain. When we talk about what we're looking for in a partner, we're talking about what we're looking for in the man, right? In the human being, their behavior, their characteristics, their traits, who they are as a human being. That's how they show up at work. That's how they show up at church. That's how they show up when they're driving down the street. Somebody cuts them off. An old lady needs to cross the street. This is how they're showing up in their romantic life, in their friendships, and in their family. This is who they are as a human being. So we need to be clear about what you require out of this human being and how they function in the world. Then I help my clients get clear on exactly what they want out of the relationship. Those two things are not the same. Why? Because the way that someone shows up in the world, right, who they are as a human being, doesn't necessarily translate to how you need them to function romantically. I can be hardworking. I can be loving. I can be Christian, right? God-fearing. I could be family oriented. Whatever list of behaviors and traits you come up with, because that list is exclusive for you. I help you, but it's yours, right? That doesn't mean that I am going to be the exact type of partner that you want in a romantic relationship. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be the vacation type. It doesn't mean that I'm the entrepreneurial type and we could do businesses together. It doesn't mean that I'm going to show up in the romantic relationship if functioning in that romantic relationship, how I am as a human being. Does that make sense? I want you to think about if you've ever been on a hiring committee, ever hired someone, right? On paper, they're great, but they're just not a good cultural add. They just don't match the community. That's what we're talking about. So I help my clients get clear on those two things. How? I have them write a list. Give me a list of the behaviors and traits that are the most important to you. And then the next week, I have them create a list of goals that they have for their romantic relationship. What is the fruit that your relationship is going to bear? What are the things that the two of you guys are going to do together, right? That's what I need from you. Does that make sense? So once I get that list, I then help clients to get clear on the list. We burrow down on the language. We get super clear on a deadline. Like we make it abundantly clear, because clarity is what's going to save you. When people talk about vetting, when people talk about discernment, this is where it comes from. If you are not clear on what you require, if you are not clear on what you desire, then you are not going to be clear on what questions to ask. You're not going to be clear on what behaviors to pay attention to. Let me give you an example that I know that everyone can appreciate. Let's say that you are making lasagna for the first time. You're venturing out and you want to make the perfect lasagna. Okay, you never did this before. You've never had success at lasagna. Okay. If you go to the supermarket without a list of the ingredients, right? That's the man. That's who he is as a person, the list of the ingredients. You're going to pick up most of the stuff. You'll get some of the cheeses. You may get the wheat noodles versus the regular noodles. You may forget the onions, but you got the mushrooms. You got the ground beef, but you forgot the tomato paste. So you're going to get some of the stuff because you have a relative idea of what it takes to make a lasagna. But then when you get home to actually prepare it, right? That's the relationship. That's the recipe, is the relationship. You're taking the ingredients, you're putting it together, you're setting the oven, right? Then you're putting it to cook. Once you don't have that in order, then what happens? You're not going to have a successful lasagna. So it's trash. It goes in the garbage. You break up. It's over, right? And then what happens? Many times we go back to that supermarket to try to lasagna again, and we still don't have the list. And we might do better the second, the third, the fourth time. We do a little bit better in making sure that the meat is fresh. We do a little bit better on making sure that we get the white mushrooms versus the gray ones, right? Like we'll do a little bit better, but it's not going to be as good as it could have been had we had been super clear walking into that supermarket, knowing exactly what we require. Then having all of the ingredients, all of the seasonings. We have the iPad is charged up. It has the recipe laid out for you. You have all of the serving. You get my point, right? So this, the first step in having discernment of what I teach in my coaching program, The Partner You Deserve, which is now open. So make sure that if you recognize that this is good stuff, it works. I have the proof and the evidence on my Instagram page, on my YouTube page, right? And you recognize that you need support, you need some hand holding, go ahead and click the link. It's going to be in the description. It's going to be in the comments, and you can schedule your consultation call. All the details are once you click that link, the price, the schedule, all the good stuff is there. Okay. But back to what I do. So first week and second week, you get clear on what you require from the man. You get clear on what you require from the relationship. You get clear on the ingredients. You get clear on the recipe. Now we're going to put it together, right? Actually, let me take a step back. Before we put it together, we need to do some self-reflection. And I'm going to keep with this lasagna example, and I hope that it works. So follow with me, right? So week 3, I work with my clients to get clear on what are some of the mistakes that they are making that makes relationship with them more difficult than what it should be, that makes dating them more difficult than what it should be. Because if we are going to demand the best of others, it is only right, it is only fair, it is only appropriate that we are showing up as our best self. Anything else would be unreasonable. Anything else would be unfair, right? So we need to do some self-reflection. What would be our lasagna? This would be making sure that our oven is temped right? Like make sure that the dishes are washed. Like we need to make sure that our foundation is in order, right? Before we start to put the ingredients together. Week 4 of the coaching program, The Partner You Deserve. Again, if you are just coming in, my name is Alison, certified dating and relationship coach. I am spilling the tea on what I do, what I teach specifically, step by step, week by week. And this is dangerous. I don't think, no shade, I don't think I've ever heard a coach 100% outline exactly what they do on a week-to-week basis with helping their clients move from single to not so. Never in my life. So you are getting some good stuff. Make sure you get a pen, a pencil, and you rewatch. Okay. All right, good. So as we were, week 4 is where we were. Week 4, we're halfway through. In week 4, we get clear on which dating apps are the right ones for you, para tú, right? Not for me. Why? Because the thing about dating apps that people don't recognize is that most of them are fine. Not great, not terrible. Most of them are fine. The issue isn't whether or not it's a good app or not. The issue is it the right one for you? What do I mean by that? So I'll give a car example, even though I don't know a thing about cars. There's 18-inch tires, there's 20-inch tires, there's 22-inch tires, right? All of those tires can work on a car perfectly fine. And you could drive it till the wheels fall off and the car will function. There's some vehicles that's going to be better fit for an 18-inch, smaller vehicles. Larger vehicles will be better fit for 22. It doesn't make 22 any better than 18. It's what's an appropriate match for the vehicle. What does the vehicle need? 93 gas. Some vehicles have to have 93. Some have to have 89. It's not that anything's wrong with 89 or 93. It's about what's the best fit. Okay. So again, dating apps is what we go through in week 4. I help you choose your photos. We write your bio together. We write your drop down, the prompts together. We do all of the work together. So you're optimizing your dating profile. Optimization is key. Why? Because we want to attract the right mates, but more importantly, we want to repel the wrong ones. I don't want you wasting time talking to people who are obvious inappropriate matches. Now, why obvious inappropriate match? What do we mean by that? We mean that this person in no way, shape, or form will ever be good for you. I don't care how good they look. I don't care how much money they make. I don't care where they live. I don't care what the other stats might be, how many kids they have or they don't have. It's clear as day. And I teach you how to read their profile so you can tell whether or not it's a problem. Well, Alison, tell us, how do you read the profile? First of all, you read it. Let's talk about that for a second. Because this is not a problem for men. This is not a problem for women. It's a problem for people. People do not read. I went live 2 days ago and I saw this on Facebook and I told this on this live and I'm going to say it on, I said on that live, I'm going to say it on this one. Okay. Somebody posted on, it's not Etsy, eBay. Somebody posted on eBay, and on eBay, they posted a picture of a PS5, and the PS5 was going for $499, which I assume is cheap, right? In the description, in bold, in caps, it says, you will not receive a physical PS5. You are going to receive a 8x11 printout picture of the PS5 for $499. Do you know how many people bought that PS5 for $499? And then, and I'm going to say it, and it's not a popular response, had the audacity to request a refund and want to put a complaint against the seller? Absolutely not. Y'all don't read. You have to read, people. The answers many times are right there. And there are some key terminology, ladies, that I need you to pay attention to so that you can avoid some of the pitfalls that are problematic. If anyone comes across as angry or jaded, do not respond to their message and do not message them. Ergo, you cannot be angry or jaded. Anything that sounds like you're angry or jaded. So that's like, if you're an F-boy, don't message me because, absolutely not. Because guess what? The F-boys is like Candyman. You said their name 3 times, they're coming out. They're coming out the woodwork. They love it. So now you're going to say that the dating apps are the problem because all these F-boys keep messaging you and you're not getting responses from the guys you do like. However, it's because you call them out. So now they're gonna come to fruition in your life. And then the ones that you are interested in are gonna look at you like, oh, you're angry, you're jaded. I don't want to be around people who are angry and jaded, especially women. We are notorious for it. And I'm not saying that it's true, but that's what we're notorious for, being jaded. And so absolutely not. Don't swipe because I want something serious. And if you don't want nothing serious, then don't bother. Nothing like that. I'm going to tell you soon in a couple of seconds what else you will write so that you can attract the people that you like. Okay. So again, in week 4, we choose your dating apps. I pick your photos with you. We write your bio together. We optimize your profile. I teach you how to read other people's profiles so you know what to avoid. Okay. You are going to, in the, and by the way, I'm going to go through this a little bit quickly because I just did a live 2 days ago that talks all about dating apps. So then just go on YouTube, click lives, and you'll see this. I'm in my car from 2 days ago. Okay, good. So you're going to click the things I tell you to click in that last video, and I also will link it here. And then you're going to do that thing. Okay. Week 5, I'm going to teach you how to work a room and how to find events in your city where there are like-minded men who want the same things as you: marriage, commitment, and family. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you the events to attend. I'm going to show you how to find events in your city. I'm going to teach you how to work the room. If you need help in terms of what to wear, we're going to cover that too. What conversation starters do you need? Who you should be conversing with, which might surprise you. Working the room so you can be around like-minded folks who want the same things as you: marriage, family, and commitment. Okay. Week 6. So again, if you are just coming in, my name is Alison, certified dating and relationship coach. And after a nice maternity leave, I am back to work. Today's live, I am giving you the tea. I'm telling you everything related to how I help my clients move from frustrated with dating to happily married. I have all the testimonials on my Instagram page and the highlights. Feel free to check them out. These are all real people. I have testimonial videos here on YouTube as well. I actually just had a client who became engaged Wednesday night. She hasn't announced the engagement, so she sent me all the photos. I haven't posted her and her fiance yet, but I posted the ring. Okay, so make sure you check that out as well. That was Wednesday. This is what I do. What I do works. I'm going through now step by step, week by week, how I help my clients move from frustrated with dating to happily married. If you recognize that this is good stuff, if you recognize that you are a busy professional woman and you need the help, and you know that I am the one to help you, to hold you accountable, what I need you to do is you're going to click the link in my bio, click the link in my banner, go to alignwithallison.com. Actually, you know what? Let me do that, as I could put the link in right now for you so that I can help you. If you want to piecemeal this thing, subscribe to my YouTube and try your best to follow everything that I have notated here. All right, let me put it in here. I don't know if I can pin it. Let's see. Your consult here. And if you are joining me on Instagram land, hello, hello, hello. But come see the full screen. Come on to YouTube and make sure you subscribe. Okay, excellent. Week 6, in-person interactions. I give you where to go. I teach you how to find additional events. I teach you how to work the room. You need help with fashion of what to wear so you can feel confident, confidence building, femininity, leaning into that feminine energy so you can attract the kind of energy that you want. Those are the things that we cover in week 5. In week 6, we get into relationship building 101. Why? Because I've already taught you everything you need to know to get higher quality dates with more like-minded men. However, I don't want it to just stop there. I don't want it to stop at, oh, Alison, I'm meeting nicer guys. Oh, Alison, I'm going on better dates. But it's not going to the next level because, again, what do we want? Commitment, family, marriage. That's what this page is all about. So that means that it can't just be having fun. Fun is cool when you're 25. We're not 25. Okay. So how are we building a healthy relationship moving forward? So that's what we cover in week 6, 7, and 8, all about effective communication, love language, and being able to assess whether or not this person wants what you want. Got it? All right. So that is what I cover in the 8 weeks. By the end of the first 8 weeks, I call that the 8-week intensive. My clients have everything. They know everything that they need to know in order to navigate dating successfully. They know everything. They got it. It's good. However, that's not where the work ends. That's where the work starts. I want you to think about this like a college course, right? You took the course, learned the material, but then now you have to go into, now you got to go into the field and actually apply what you learned. So for the next 4 months, so 8 weeks of live instruction in Zoom, small group, no more than 5 women in the group at a time. That is unheard of. That is outrageous. I do not know a coach who works with, unless she works one-on-one, which I do one-on-ones as well. Unless this person does one-on-one, I don't know a coach who works with 5 people in a group. No more than 5. Sometimes I have 4, sometimes I have 3, depending on your availability. Okay. So again, In the 4 months, I give all of my clients, another one that's unheard of, my direct phone number, my real number, not a Google Voice, not a Slack, right? And this is where the real work is. So they're taking what I've taught them over 8 weeks, and then they're applying it into their real life. They have direct access to my cell phone number, and they get to call me or text me. Well, sorry, not call. They get to text me 24/7. Sometimes I don't know what the hell they texted me, and I say, "Okay, you available? Let's get on the phone." But other than that, 24/7 access to my direct cell phone number. Let me tell you, right now is the time to get into my coaching program because I've been up since 1:24 a.m. and it is 4:21 p.m. because I got my baby. I'm up pumping, I'm up and down. My husband took the earlier shift, I take the later shift. So now is the time because you when I say 24/7, it's always 24/7, but you gonna get me. I'm gonna be up. Nonetheless, they have direct access to me 24/7. Okay. So no excuses. I tell them I am their dating bestie. I am the group chat. Any questions you have, you come to me. I am your bestie. Alison, what you think about my outfit? Alison, look at the screenshot. How do I respond? Am I reading into this too much? Should I give in on this? No, don't. Should I give in on this? That's not a big deal. Whatever it is, I am your dating bestie 24/7 for 4 months. That's how I'm able to get my clients in a relationship in 6 months. In a healthy, happy relationship in 6 months. In 6 months. All you have to do is follow the program. I had people on consultations ask me, Alison, like, how do I guarantee results? Or how can you guarantee results? I say, do what I tell you to do. I know it might sound ridiculous. Do what I tell you to do, and you are going to win. Okay. So let's summarize before we disengage because I got to go attend to my babies. My husband's out there. He's with the babies. He's fine, but Week 1, get clear on exactly what you're looking for out of a relationship. Write it down on paper. What do you require? Right? What do you require? Week 2, what do you require out of the person, the man, the behaviors and traits? I tell my clients no more than 6. Week 3, I get clear on what are some of the things that you're doing to not show up as your best self. And we're going to put a plan in place as to how you're going to change those behaviors. It could be anything. If you're an overspender, that's unattractive. Nobody want to be with somebody, a wife who wants to spend up all their money. You are argumentative. That was my problem. I have great insight on how to help with that. You are a people pleaser, right? Like all the things that make you not be your best you, we're going to create a plan as how you're going to change the behavior. That's week 3. Week 4, dating apps. We're going to create your profile. We're going to optimize your profile. I'm going to move you from conversation in the app to the phone to a first date. And then after the first date, you'll decide whether or not you want to continue. Week 5, in-person interactions. I'm giving you the events to attend. I'm teaching you how to find the events. I'm teaching you how to work the room. I have a video here on my YouTube. If you're coming in on Instagram, hi, in the wrong place, come to my YouTube. And my YouTube, I have how do you work the room? I give very specifically what I teach. Okay. So also on the dating apps, I just did a live on Tuesday, 3 days ago, about dating apps. Check that out. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. It's free. It costs you nothing. Like and subscribe. And that's for all the creators, all the business owners that that create content. Like and subscribe, help them out. It's absolutely free. It costs you nothing. It costs me something and it costs you nothing. Okay. Where were we? Week 5, in-person interactions, what to wear, where to go, who to speak to, how to engage, how to transition from a conversation to a phone call, from a phone call to a first date. Then relationship 101. How are you going to build a relationship moving forward? I have people who will tell me, Alison, I get approached all the time. I go on dates all the time, but I don't know what's going wrong, that it fizzles out thereafter. How can I stop the fizzle? That's week 6, 7, and 8. By the end of the 8 weeks, you have everything you need to know to navigate dating successfully. If you work with me, you get my direct cell phone number. You text me 24/7, no blackout dates. I can literally, I don't want to show you because I don't want to show her phone number on social media. I was texting a client yesterday. Yesterday was Thanksgiving Day. She needed help. I'm going to respond. That's how it works. She invested in herself. I'm gonna show up for you because I want you to win and my clients win. Okay. Purple Haze says, hey, Alison, do you offer support in the UK? Absolutely. I mentioned earlier, I'm an international coach, and I actually didn't mention the UK, and I should have, because I have clients out of the UK. So I've worked with folks in the US, Canada, 2 countries in Africa, 1 Ghana, 1 Kenya. I worked with clients in the UK. I worked with clients in China. So that's 4 continents, right? Absolutely, I offer support for clients in the UK. And I also offer special times, like different sessions where I normally don't work for my international clients because of the obvious difference in time, right? The time zone. So go ahead and schedule your consultation. When you click on it, you're going to see the pricing. I'm also going to send you a video that explains everything about the program, the price, the schedule, a little different for you as an international person, but it explains everything. So if you think it's a good fit, schedule your consult. If you decide it's not a good fit, then that's okay too. All right. So go ahead and click the link. It says schedule your consult here. It has all the details. Read them. If it's a good fit, schedule the consult. If it's not, then that's okay too. If the time doesn't work for you, send me an email, info, I'll put it in the comments, at alignwithallison.com. DM me on Instagram at alignwithallison. Hey, I'm in the UK and I'm looking to schedule a consultation, but the times don't work for me. Alison, do you have any other slots available? I'm available this time. And we'll make it happen. Okay. Just make sure you read, because all the information is, not all, but most of it is there. And then I can answer any questions you have and get you enrolled. My next group starts on the 11th of December. The group after that starts this 14th of December. And then I have January as well. Okay. All right, beautiful people. If you are tuning in, please make sure that you like here on Instagram, that you here on YouTube, that you like, that you subscribe. If you're on Instagram, go to YouTube. You can also click the link in my bio. The first button is YouTube. Subscribe, like. I have tons of free resources here to get you started. If it's enough for you to win quickly, good. If it's not enough for you to win quickly, it's time to do something different to get a different result. I know you guys think that the pajama pictures are corny. Cool. I still want you to have the opportunity to take them, right? Y'all might think that marriage is unnecessary. Cool. But I still want you to have the opportunity for someone to want you for the rest of your life, and you the same, right? So do what you got to do something different to get a different result. It has been a pleasure. I'm going back to the family. I love you all. Make sure that you click the link below, read the info. If the pricing is a good fit, if it makes sense for you, schedule the consultation. I'll explain the program. I'll take your questions and I'll enroll you within 24 hours. All right, folks, it again has been a pleasure. Oh, also, while I'm here, my retreat. You may know that I am going to Tulum, Mexico, April 12th through the 16th, April 12th through the 16th of next year. I'm going to Tulum for my Ready, Set, Love retreat. This retreat is not only for single women. It's for women, but it's not only for single women. This retreat is about how you're going to improve all of the relationships that you have in your life. Everything is not all about men. Everything is not all about romance. And you being fully happy is you being in peace and being in alignment with all of the relationships that you have. Your romantic ones, duh, right? That's my page. But also, we're talking about family. We're talking about friendships. We're talking about self and how we're going to level up our relationships with everyone who's around us. That's what the retreat is all about, to put it simple. But make sure you check out bookallison.com/Tulum. You could click the link in the banner here, click the link in my bio for more information. Have a YouTube video that's all about the retreat as well. It has been a pleasure, beautiful people. Thank you so much. I'm getting back to the family. Have a good one. Bye.